Hello and welcome to my first video remake series, where I am going to remake the movesets of some of the videos I wasn't happy with, now with sound, voices, and with some movies thrown in there as well. I started with the Masked Man because as a number of things I wasn't happy with the first video I made, and because I happened to be able to get a lot of video footage of Mother 3. You're not looking at video footage right now, you're going to be looking at a picture from Smash Bros. This is to demonstrate that the Masked Man will have the same jumping ability as Ness and Lucas. He's the same PSI jump, but he's a bit heavier than Ness and Lucas, so he won't jump as high. He will jump at the same kind of rate, but he'll fall faster because he's heavier. This is the Masked Man's intro. He gets out of a pork bean, those spaceship things, and then a red carpet flows out of it, and he walks out of the spaceship on the red carpet. Another intro is where he flies down like he does in the picture there. Like Lucas, he will also have PK Love in his A special move, that's hexagons that will appear. Don't have it as much as Lucas, but it's still there. There's no real way to demonstrate it with video footage, but his A moveset would mostly consist of sword strikes and some discharges from his arm cannon. His sword is electrical because it has electric ability on it, which will give him attacks similar to Pikachu. Because I think we need more electrical characters in Smash Bros. And that would be a good feature. The sword would be more stunning than high damage, and the attacks would be swift like Meta Knight's, but not quite as fast. But they'll go through the enemy. And the discharge will be kind of like the way Samus used her arm cannon for her A moveset. It'll be just kind of energy beams coming out as he jumps, and some down attacks, like his down smash will be arm cannon attack, you know. Oh yeah, and this attack here would have to be his forward smash. It just has to be. Look at it. His up and down smashes would be very similar to Luke's, except he uses arm cannon for his down smash. Now onto his special moves. His neutral B is going to be a beam cannon. He basically shoots a beam from his arm cannon, and it's kind of like about the size of the ray gun, requires a brief charge. It's not an all too spectacular move, it's just a good long range projectile. The Masked Man's side B is electric shock attack. He swings his sword and a bolt of lightning comes down and strikes the ground in front of him. It comes down a diagonal, almost vertical kind of trajectory, so it's a large attack, but has a small kind of range to it. It only hits directly in front of the Masked Man. It's a very powerful attack, but has quite a bit of startup lag as he swings his sword in a particular motion. That's kind of a telltale sign it's about to happen. However, it is a very strong attack and can definitely KO enemies on mid to high percent. His up B and recovery is mechanical wings. He sprouts a pair of mechanical wings that send him upwards. It's actually a random recovery. How much it recovers is not always set, which makes it unpredictable, but it's all he has, and he has no other option but to recover with that. His down B is shield killer, and this move is just too useful not to have in. He stabs forward with his sword, and if the enemy is shielding, it stuns them. This will go through Kirby, Stone, Nairu's Love, and pretty much any shield. It won't go through counterattacks, but it will stun any enemy who's shielding. If the enemy is not shielding, it'll just do minor knockback and minor damage. Now I have two ideas for his final smash. The first is called the Seventh Needle. This sword-like object appears in the ground in front of him. He touches it and it goes flying into the air like in the picture. And then a great plume of dark energy sprouts out of the ground, heavily damaging any foe that's in front of him. The damage is similar to Entei's. Entei is a Pokeball attack, in that enemies will be caught in a torrent of energy and they will be highly damaged until they're hit with a knockback attack at the end, almost certainly KOing them. My other idea for his final smash is called Intense Lightning. It's similar to his side B. He makes a sword motion and lightning bolts will come from the sky. It will come from directly at the top of the stage and will travel right through the stage. 4 lightning bolts will come no matter how many opponents there is, and will have a slight homing effect on opponents. However, it is still quite predictable and opponents can dodge it. However, it is very powerful and will strike enemies and almost certainly kill them as well. It works very similar to the way PK Thunder actually works in game, in that no matter how many enemies there are, 4 lightning bolts will always come. and they will have to dodge it, and it will home on them, but it can miss. This will be one of his taunts. He'll glow with electricity. Another taunt would be that sword motion he does with his sword. This can be used to trick people into thinking he's doing a side smash or a final smash. His third taunt, he'll look at his arms as if he's surprised to see that he's holding a sword and has an arm cannon, and like he doesn't know who he is. His idle pose will be him looking around left and right in a paranoid way, like he's looking for someone. Oh yeah, and one extra last note is that he's grab, he uses his sword hand to grab, and then for his pummel, he smashes them, he blasts them with his arm cannon, and his throws would involve him throwing the enemy away and then hitting with arm cannon, beams, and electrical attacks. Okay, well, that's it for the Masked Man's moveset, so tune in next time. Don't forget to leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't and all that jazz. And I'll see you in the future with more voices and more videos.